Okay, so I believe starting August 25th is when the tariffs take effect. And I heard something, I have to look into it further. I heard somebody say that Mark Carney for Canada, I guess, is saying that we're not going to reciprocate tariffs to the US or something. So we're not going to tax them, but they're going to keep taxing us. I don't know. I don't even know if that's like a thing. I heard it's Friday today, and I heard that that's what he said today or something. So I need to look into that. But anyway, I just want to let you guys know, like, if it feels like the people that ought not be are doing everything to make it so hard for business owners to survive, that's because they absolutely are. And I just want to let you know a little bit of what is going on, besides the fact that they are absolutely trying to collapse the global economy. But another part to this that I think hardly anybody realizes, sorry, this is really noisy, is that they are actually trying to level all of the countries out, economically speaking. Because coming soon, we will have a one world currency. And you have to think, how could a one world currency work when you have certain countries where a dollar is worth so much and certain countries where a dollar is worth so little? You know, so they have to even out the playing field. And that's why the US is a big part of this, because they're actually taking themselves down. You know, the way it's so funny, because the way that they're selling it is they're selling it like, oh, this is going to help the US economy so much. We're bringing manufacturing back to the US. Sure, it's bringing manufacturing back to the US, but the thing is, you know, we don't know the outcome of this, but in the meantime, for the next few years at minimum, it's going to be horribly devastating to so many businesses down there, so many businesses in Canada, so many businesses in Europe, so many businesses everywhere, because they are going to crush trade. So that's really a part of this agenda that, like, just nobody has mentioned. You have to understand, like, we're going into a global dollar. There's not going to be individualized like countries in one day. There's going to be like regions, I think. They talk about the 10 kingdoms. I mean, we don't know for sure if that's happening, but I really do see that happening with the Americas for sure, like all joining together. And I think that's why Trump has started the narrative of Canada being the 51st state, because they do really, for what I believe is, they do really want us to join, because they want us to join with Mexico. And then another thing is too, I know I saw that Trump is like unleashing the military or something on the Mexican cartel, and I just, like, it's YouTube, right? I don't know how much I can talk about stuff, but you know, let's just say that it's problem, reaction, solution, and they are very involved with creating the problem that they are now trying to rectify themselves. So not everything is as it seems. Not everything is as natural, or what's the word to use? Like, I don't know. Yeah, it's just not what it seems. So, but you know, that will get interesting, and who knows? Maybe that's also leading into, you know, why don't you just join the US and then problem solved? Like, you know what it might be is they might be like, oh, look at how much safer it's getting now that the military is here. We've stopped so much trafficking. You know, we're tightening up on crime. And then people will be like, yeah, like, it really is. Like, it's so much better. And then what they'll say, potentially, is, okay, you guys, you like the safety that the U.S. military has brought to Mexico? If this is something you want, you know, want us to keep providing, then you're going to have to join the U.S. And, you know, I think that, you know, that sounds very viable. That sounds very possible. I I just want to let you guys know, like, nothing is done because they care. Everything is done for strategy and for agenda. So it's always problem, reaction, solution.